What's going on, everybody? Pop Principal here with another Funko Pop review, and today we have Spider Gwen from the Into the Spider-Verse movie. This is her in her full spider uniform, I guess you can call it, with the hoodie. There's a collector corp version without the hoodie, and then there's a version of her that where she's just in street clothes. So I actually have all three of those, surprisingly enough. So be on the lookout at the end for the comparison, and I will get into all those particular pops at some point. I do the collector corp version is already posted. Go check that video out. But now I have the common, and then I have the GameStop exclusive as well. So we will get into all that very soon. Into the Spider-Verse, one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time. Spider-Gwen is a character that I really like. I love the dynamic between her and Miles, and just having that, starting off with that high school relationship, and how he kind of stumbled into that relationship, and she then reveals like she has power, and she's kind of from a different universe and all of that. If you haven't seen the original, very dope dynamic, very dope. And then the trailers that we've seen so far double down on that dynamic, and it still looks like that dynamic is still very strong, and it's portrayed that way. It comes off that way. So I don't have any Spider-Gwen pops from the original movie, just because the price was I didn't like the prices that I saw, and then I knew right around the time I started collecting it would be a time where the Spider-Verse, the second movie of Spider-Verse, was going to come out. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just wait, and I'll get all the Spider-Gwen whenever I can get them for close to retail or less. So yeah, this is my first Spider-Gwen Funko, and the design is pretty consistent with the previous movie and the Spider-Gwen movie, or the Spider-Gwen uniforms that have always been out. So with that being said, let's get right into a look at an outer box look at her. And here we have an outer box look at Spider-Gwen in that all white pink highlight hoodie and mask. You see that the white and the pink, the highlights come down to her shoulders, down to her gloves as well. And then the rest of her suit, from the abdomen to the legs, are black and with a little bit of white highlights in them. And then you have those blue shoes that stand out and pop a lot in comparison to the rest of her suit. So just all around dope looking design. I've always wanted to get a Spider-Gwen Funko because it looks good in the collection, and her design is very dope. I love the dynamic and the character that she is. If you guys are familiar with the Spider-Verse comics, and her role, she has a slightly bigger, well, not a slight, well, she has a pretty important role in that run of comics as well. There's some pretty dark stuff in it, but I don't want to get into all the little details, but she's very, very key to a lot of things in the Spider-Verse world as well. In the comics, I mean. So yeah, love Spider-Gwen, love her portrayal, love the actor who's portraying her, and hopefully we get this same group and chemistry between her and Miles throughout this Spider Into the Spider-Verse run. I'm not sure what the next one will be called, but throughout all these Spider-Verse movies, animated movies, hopefully we get these same groups or the same actors to bring that heat, which they did. So let's get right into a comparison shot of Spider-Gwen. And here we have a comparison shot of Spider-Gwen, the full uniform Spider-Gwen. In the middle, we have the collector corp version on the left, and then we have the street version GameStop exclusive on the right. Now, the head molds on the collector corp and GameStop versions are exactly the same. No difference, as you would expect from a Funko. The blonde hair, the dirty blonde hair that with the pink highlights at the bottom. Very dope, very nice touch. Love the design of Spider Gwen and or Gwen Stacy, just in general. And then you have the half uniform and full uniform, which is all the same except for the poses. So, these are the three Gwen Stacy Spider Girl versions that we are getting from the movie so far. I'm not sure if they'll have anything after these three versions. You can go find. I found this Spider Gwen, the full uniform common version. I found her on FYE for a great price, and then the GameStop exclusive. I just went and checked out the GameStop, my local GameStop, and sure enough, they had her. So I went ahead and grabbed her, and the Collector Corp version came out a while ago, because the movie was supposed to came out a while ago. So, if you guys are interested in them, you should be able to find these particular these pops. No problem. Shouldn't be too hard to get your hands on these, and they shouldn't be too overly priced if you go third market. I don't know. That's why I'm getting them now, because I know the ones from the first movie were going for a pretty high penny. So with that being said, like, subscribe, tune in. Appreciate you guys for watching. Be on the lookout for more Into the Spider-Verse pops. Pop Principle out.